Fulham nil, Arsenal 3. Whoa, that was pretty easy. Yes, people, wife boy, and welcome back to another Arsenal match reaction. We've seen two facets to Arsenal's game here. Last week against Bournemouth, we scraped a victory by the skin of our teeth in the last second. Yet today, we completely walked Fulham out of the park with a brilliant display from minute 1 to 90. And you have to show both types of football to win the league, and we've done exactly that. As always, let me know your thoughts on the match in the comment section down below. I'd absolutely love to hear it. And after this video, make sure you check out the stream I did earlier. Brilliant stream, once again, joined by my mates, talking about this exact victory over Fulham. It took around an hour long, so a lot of content there. But this is my full match reaction to the proceedings that happened. I mean, this right here, honestly, I don't know why I was confident going into it, because this is a harder game than Bournemouth and arguably a harder game than Sporting Lisbon potentially as well. We've got Fulham here, who are 7th in the table, been flying, but they are missing their best player in João Paulino. He's an absolute rock in that midfield, missing today due to his second suspension for getting 10 yellow cards, and it showed because we dominated that midfield, man. We were so good in there. Our transition was brilliant. Fulham tried to press us, but we were passing out that press so well. Xhaka coming in to receive the ball, going out wide, Zinchenko coming in to receive the ball, going out wide, Partey being ever present wanting that football. It was all just moving like smooth butter, man. We were so good there. And this, again, showed how Arsenal can dominate teams. Away from home, our form has been unbelievable. In London, clean sheet and a win every game thus far. We've got West Ham as well to play, but so far it's looking good, man. We're keeping good clean sheets away from home. We're having a good level of dominance to our football, and we're a team that looks really solid, man. We come into the run-in, and for a young side, we're keeping our heads and we're keeping composed and we're controlling matches. This first half, we got all our damage done, and in the second half, we managed the game perfectly and we came out unscathed for the victory. To be honest, I kind of feel like these are the games Arsenal do well in. Like when you play teams like Fulham away, Brighton away, for example, Leicester City away, those aren't teams that are going to sit back and park the bus. And I think that contributes and helps us, because then when we go toe-to-toe with those teams, we play them out the park because we've got that footballing ability. On the other hand, when we go against teams like Bournemouth, teams like Brentford at home potentially, where they literally park the bus, even Everton did it for the first half against us, we struggle to break them down. And I think that's when we start to get a bit frustrated. We can't seem to play our free-flowing football. We're literally playing against a team that is sitting 9-10 men behind the ball and saying, come and beat us. Whereas today, when we got Fulham and they tried to press us, we played out that press so good and we won the attack easily and we got our chances and we're scoring goals in free-flowing fashion. Because make no mistake about it, Fulham pressed us today and we made it look easy. We're one of only maybe 2 teams. I think 18 out of 20 teams in this league, barring us and Man City, would have struggled to play out that press. Would have really struggled and got caught out by Fulham today. But we made it look so easy, man. Effortless. It was almost as if Fulham weren't pressing us. We played so well out of the press. And we need exactly that. And I think when you do stuff like that, away from home especially, it demoralises the home team and the crowd. I mean, when I was watching the game on Sky Sports, I was only hearing the Arsenal fans. The Fulham fans were non-existent. And that was due to the way we played that football match. Completely took the fan out of it, suffocated the home team, and we deservedly got that victory. Some standout performers today. Leandro Trossard, a hat-trick of assists in the first half. That's absolutely massive from him. I didn't think he'd play. Mind games from Arteta saying Leandro Trossard's out. No, he's not. He's in that starting 11. And him next to Martinelli and Sancar, so good, man. January signing of the season. I mean, we saw Luis Diaz for Liverpool last season come in and make an impact. Trossard's doing exactly that. Goals, assists, psychological impact for this team. He's contributing in every facet. Premier League proven, and he's making things happen for us. What a signing. And if we win this league in May, he can hold his hands up and say, I was a big part of that, being signed in January. So good again today, man. Clinical, brilliant passes at the right time, doing the right thing exactly when it needs to happen, man. That's exactly what we needed from Leandro Trossard here today. Even Zinchenko, man, I've said it before. It's like having 11.5 men or 12 men on the pitch. He's everywhere. It's like his twin brothers on the pitch. He'll go left back, he'll stop into centre mid, he'll go out right wing, left wing, he'll go and goal if he needs to. Zinchenko is everywhere and anywhere he needs to be on that football pitch. Again, so good today. We were already dominating that midfield without João Paulino for Fulham, but with him there as well, Partey, Xhaka, Zinchenko, it's just a midfield dynamo and no team could get near us. And Fulham today, I felt sorry for Harrison Reed and whatever his name was, Lovic, the midfielder from Serbia, and today they didn't get a sniff. Pereira as well did not get a sniff out of that Arsenal midfield, man. Saliba, top performance again, man. His counterpart Gabriel scored, but he again, brilliant, man. Mitrovic went on to Saliba, was getting no change out of Saliba. Went on to Gabriel, was getting no change out of Gabriel. Both our centre-backs are so good, man. I think about the teams that have won the league in seasons gone by. Liverpool, for example, a few seasons back, they had Van Dijk as their number one centre-back. And then whoever was next to him, whether it was Matip, Konate, or Joe Gomez, for example, would always be the B centre-back, like the B tier centre-back. So all strikers would put themselves on that centre-back. They'd stay away from Van Dijk. For us, who do you put yourself on? Because Gabriel's a strong centre-back and Saliba's a strong centre-back. Both our centre-backs complement each other so well, and neither of them are a weak spot. They're both as good as each other at times. Some games Gabriel stands out, some games Saliba stands out. Strikers don't know who to match up against. They don't know who to really pick on because they're both so good. And I think that really helps us. And again, Thomas Partey in midfield, ever present in there, man. Top performance. Thomas Octopus Partey, I call him. Everyone, anywhere. He's all over the pitch, breaking up play. He's a silent assassin, the silent warrior. When you see Partey, unless you really watch him, you think, oh, he didn't really do much. No, he did an awful lot. Breaking up play, recycling it, being a present. Even at the end where it's 89, 90 minutes on the clock and he just Cruyff turns to take 3 plays out of the game. It's effortless, man. It's just footballing cultured ability from Thomas Partey. And of course, our skipper Martin Odegaard. Not only is he technically gifted, this man is a workhorse. He runs some more, man. Will chase down every loose ball. And I love that from him. Because easily, for being such a technically gifted player, he could easily go, you know what, I'm so technically gifted, I'm going to conserve my energy for when we attack. And I'm not really going to give a lot of effort on defence. Because we see a lot of players do that, man. Players like Messi, for example. I know Odegaard isn't quite the same technical ability as Lionel Messi. But Messi doesn't really do much defensive work. He walks around the pitch when his team's defending. Odegaard doesn't do that. He runs. He doesn't take his position for granted. And I love that from him, man. That's exactly why he's captain. Because he has that leadership. And he's a role model for any young player. Don't skimp on your defensive work just because you're offensively gifted. Odegaard is exactly that. And look, like I said last week against Bournemouth, we found a way to win that match. This week, we found a way to control the match from minute 1 to 90. Both of those styles of play are exactly what you need to win the Premier League. You're not going to win every game in this fashion, where you just control from minute 1 to 90. Equally, you're not going to win every game where you score a last minute winner. You need a bit of both. And we showed both facets, and both performances are performances of champions. And that's so good from Arsenal. We extend our lead back up to 5 points. We play against Crystal Palace next week. City do not play in the Premier League, so we have an opportunity to, temporarily at least, extend our lead to 8 points ahead of a massive international break. And then we have to regroup and go again. 11 more Premier League finals for these boys, and they need to just put in the work, don't fall away, and we can have something very special at Arsenal Football Club. Let's head into the player ratings now. In goal, Aaron Ramsdale. For me, 9 out of 10. This man, he didn't have a lot of saves to make, but Fulham did put a little bit of pressure on us at the start of the second half, and he was really solid in there. And also from Aaron Ramsdale, man, his distribution is so good. We have in goal for Fulham, Bernd Leno, who for me was a really good keeper, man, and probably a bit unlucky to lose his position. But one thing Ramsdale has that Leno didn't really have was that distribution. This man is good at passing the ball. And not only just passing the ball, launching it with his hands quickly, throwing it out to Zinchenko, to Xhaka, to Ben White, to Odegaard, to Partey, getting the attack started quickly and on the counter-attack. Because a lot of our goals came through transition, moving the ball quickly from defence to attack. And Ramsdale's the first piece in that, the first piece in the puzzle. And he is so brilliant against a 9 out of 10. Ben White, kind of quiet today, but solid, did his job defensively. Also got to be rested towards the end of the match with Tomiyasu. 8 out of 10 for Ben White. Saliba, 9 out of 10. Gabriel, 8.5 out of 10. 2 top performers. Saliba just edged him despite Gabriel's goal, but they were both so good, man. Zinchenko, 9 out of 10 for me as well. This man was everywhere and anywhere that he needed to be. Another body in midfield. He will go right wing if he needs to. He'll go left back if he should. He'll go centre mid when he can. He is everywhere. I don't know why Man City let him go, especially when they haven't got a recognised left back. They're playing 4 centre backs. Yesterday against Crystal Palace, Zinchenko again, so good. Moving into midfield, Thomas Partey, also 9 out of 10. Everywhere he needs to be. He needs to stay fit. He's had his injury scare now. We need you back fit, Partey. You're not taking any more time off, man. You're staying fit till the end of the season. You have to promise us that. Xhaka as well. I've been a bit critical of him in recent weeks, but he came through and played well today, man. 8 out of 10 for Granit Xhaka. I think the fact he got replaced by Vieira last week kind of might have given him a mental shock and a bit of like a kind of reminder that you are replaceable in this team. We know Lokonga's gone out to Crystal Palace, but you still can get replaced in there. So keep your performances at a high standard. And he did that again today, man. A leader on the pitch, future coach. And he showed it because at times his voice was important and he's always there to receive the ball in dangerous areas and make things happen. He never shies away. So a big performance from Xhaka. Odegaard, 9 out of 10 as well. So important, man. There's no coincidence that when Arsenal win football matches, it's because Odegaard is on the football. This man's our maestro. He makes things happen. Great again. Right wing Saka. Saka for me, quiet, man. I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. Wasn't really his best game, but I don't blame him. He's played a lot of football recently. He's bound to burn out. That's why you have other top performers in the team like Trossard, Martinelli, Jesus, Odegaard, for example, that can pick up the slack. Speaking of Martinelli, I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10. Scored a goal as well. Big goal, the second goal for us. Scored also, he got an assist. It came out as an own goal for the first one, but was ruled offside, unfortunately, for that one. But either way, it was so good today. Clinical as well. I love him with Trossard in the team as well because they interchange. Sometimes he goes left wing, sometimes he goes striker, and it really works to bamboozle the defence. And speaking of Trossard, 9 out of 10. Man the match for me. Got his 3 assists in the first half. Adding some quality on his final ball, man. Some really good quality in there. It's how many times I say this season where we're trying to break down teams with a low block. We need that final ball to be on point, and Trossard provide that today. Brilliant assists, every single one. So good, and he was pivotal throughout. And it was good also to see Gabriel Jesus come back from his injury. I mean, that celebration from the crowd was as if we scored a goal. So massive. We know how important he's going to be for us. And again today, when he came off the bench, he looked hungry and he was really good. His first touch was solid. He was getting his body about, and he played really well. Probably should have scored, but we know he's not a natural finisher. The chances he will create for the team more than makes up for that. But overall, it's nice to see him back, and hopefully he can get run out in the Europa League second leg against Sporting Lisbon as well, which of course I will be reacting to on this channel. As always, let me know your thoughts on the match in the comment section down below. Do you believe Arsenal are going to win the league? And if not, tell me why. I've been my fault. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe down below on my road to 2,000 subscribers, and I hope to see you all in my next video.